Hi friends, welcome to Tutor's Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make the image gallery using Flexbox Grid. Okay, so how to using the span and everything I am going to teach is HTML, CSS, Flexbox Grid. Let's moving to the video tutorial. So I am going to make in one folder CSS Grid. So I am going to type CMD space dot to open our project into the VS Code editor. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder index.html. Yeah, hold on shift key down and press one key and open this to generate the HTML code. So inside the body what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the body part using uh, div. So div content. Press the tab key on your keyboard. Okay. Now here I'm going to put into this kind of image gallery. So this is the 3 columns, 3 rows. There are 6 items. So 6 items. So I'm going to how to make the 6 items. So I'm going to div dot item. You have to asterisk plus 7. There will be the 7 div boxes are displayed like this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so each one I want to make the images. So random generated images I want to make it as a random generated images. So how to make the random generated images? This is random generated images. There is a site which provide the random generated some picture PIC picture. Okay, this is the site. You will be able to get the random generated images over here. This is random generated images. If you do the random generated images, there is a keyword called random. So here we have tried it. Here this one, I'm going to simply here this is your random generated image. You have to specify the size and everything. Okay, so here I'm going to put it here. This is these images we are getting from this site. Okay, so this is a URL images photo. What is the size you are specified? If you are on a smaller size, you can give the sizes. If it is a 200, you will be able to give a 200. So I'll be putting the fixed size which is a 400 at 400 width, 400 height. So I'll be specify the 400 width and 400 height and random generated images of 1. So this random means first image one, only one images display. So you save all, go live, you can check it. Okay, so random. So if you refresh it again, so another image. If you refresh it, it's random. So random. It's the meaning of random. Okay, so okay, I'm going to put into a second image. So you have to make it a random 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need a 7 images. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to file save all and bring back to the application. You can see here there are 7 images. You will be able to see 1, 2 here. There are 7 images. Okay, there are 7 images. You will be able to see. Now what I'm going to do is it is a random generated images. We have a specified random generated images. I'm going to make the CSS. So index, I'm going to just use index.css. I'm going to make the CSS file. Okay, so you have to make the CSS file, right? So CSS file, very simple. You have to make it as a first you have to write this is the CSS. Okay, so container. So you have to put this container. You have to write dot container, open and close bracket. We have a CSS style. We have to give here as display grid. So display grid. It's a grid form. Display grid. After that, display grid. We have a columns. You have to write it over here. Grid template columns. Grid there is a property called grid template columns. This is nothing but faction. So how many columns we needed? 3 columns. So one column, one faction, two faction, and three faction. Okay, the 3 columns are displayed. So let's file save all and bring back to the application check. So it's not happening. So we have to connect the CSS file over here. Link relationship style sheet href, right, index.css. Control S to save. Here we have a bring back to that. So this is this one. Control S to save. Okay, so here we haven't changed it yet, so you have to give the styles. Okay, so you have to write the row. It's a grid. This is the grid columns. It's a row. I needed 4 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 columns. After the grid gap, 10 pixel. After that, the images. I want to put in the img tag. This img tag. So write img. Your width you have set as a 100 pixel, 100 percentage. Height you have to put it as a 400 percentage. You have to objective fit cover. You just put like this. Okay, these are the property you have to implement that. So let's check it. Working fine or not. Okay, so we have to attach the SW. Okay, now let's check it. What happened? Just like this way. So if R, sorry, right, that's why it's a problem. Now here it's working successfully. Here you can see it's working successfully. So you can see here the display grid. It's a display columns. 3 columns mean it is display as 3 rows. I have specified the rows 3. So here rows 3, 1 2 3 rows. So therefore there are 7 items. So each and everything, if you have grid gap, you have to remove the property. You can see this coming like this. You have to give the grid property gap 10 pixels. Now here we have another things here. We already it's a random generated images. Now let's check it the spam, the item. So write another one, item. Now here I'm going to make the style. Your grid item 2 comma and grid item 3, I want to import the property grid column span 2. So this one I want to make it over here. Item here, this one, item 2, item 3, this item. Now here what I'm going to see, you have to make it as comma over here in between item 2 and item 3. Now you can see here I am going to this item 2 and item 3. In between the here these items I want to make the grid column span 2. I want to merge 2 columns. Here item 2, item 3, you have to write it over here. You can see what I did here. See item 1, item 2. So item 2, item 3 here and write it over here. Now that's why it will be display the grid look like this. Here the 3. Okay, this is the 2. It's a 3. Third one. Okay, it will be merged. Now you can see here. Okay, it's randomly. It will be merged. You can see the items are merged. This is how you work with the grid column span. Okay, grid column span. This is how it works. Okay, if you are remove this, what happened? Now let's check it. Now it's displaying without a span. So now we can, if you have any confused, so I'm going to put it only one, grid item 2 only. I am going to apply grid item 2 only. What happened? Only this one only the here. It will be only span here only here. Span. You have to give the span over here. This one also. If you want to second one also, that we have to give the span to, we have to 3, the third item also you have to get it over here as well. So here this is how it will be working. This is very must when you are working with the, when you make the grid columns, and this one you have to make it with website. This one we have to learn. I hope you guys understood things well. Thank you for watching.